Hi, it's Lee. Welcome to my channel today. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, thanks for returning. Today we're going to discuss 8 reasons why you may not be losing weight on Weight Watchers. I've put together this list because I've been on Weight Watchers for coming up on 8 weeks and I've only lost 7 pounds. So I haven't been perfect, but I also have been really careful. I have been out a couple times and I've counted calories. I've counted smart points, but there are times when I didn't do other things. So I made this list and I thought it might help you. So if you're interested in health, in Weight Watchers, health of the mind and body, subscribe below down there, and you'll get more videos just like this one. So, number 1, have you been tracking every meal and snack? Now think about it. There are plenty of days that I've gone to bed and I haven't tracked dinner. Maybe I didn't track my snacks because I thought, well, I'll do that later. Or maybe I didn't want to because I had something I didn't want to put on there. I wasn't being honest with myself. But on other days, I did really well and I didn't track. I would forget to track. So make it part of your day. Make it part of each meal and each snack that you go in and just pop those in there and you make sure it's in your phone. Or you write it down, however you keep up with your tracking. The second one is, are you overeating your 0-point foods? It adds up really quickly, and this is what I've been fighting, is 0-point foods versus my 26 points that I get normally. And I've started trying to not eat all the 26 points because I figure if I'm eating 0 points, that's still calories. And so it's kind of a weird setup. I'm starting to wonder if I'm doing it right. Maybe that's why my weight loss is so slow. It's because of the 0-point foods. And then I'm still eating my 26 points every day. So that can't be good. The third one is, don't eat all 0-point foods. So don't think you can get away with chicken and berries and fish and all these good things and veggies and fruits and lots of fruits and then still lose weight while eating nothing else, and just say, okay, I'll just eat all 0-point foods, because that's not good either, and those are calories, they count. Okay, the next one I've got down here is exercise. Exercise doesn't make up for poor eating either. You can't really say, well, I'll have this pizza and then I'll exercise, 3 days this week that I wasn't going to exercise. It just doesn't work that way. You've got to work them together. And I know this because I've tried everything. The fifth one is, do you take a no count or a no track day or meal? Which I know that we can have meals that are off of our Weight Watchers plan. The other day I had pizza and salad with my mom, and I still tracked it though. When I got home and I dropped her off, I got home and I went in there and I faced the music and I thought, here we go. And so I put pepperoni pizza in and how many slices I had, and I put my salad dressing in, and it wasn't pretty, and I knew that I had blown, I'd really blown it because I wanted to see a change in the scale, but I wasn't going to. And I was right. It's been 2 days and I haven't lost anything. So, but make sure that if you take a no count, don't count it. Don't just say no count or a free day or a no track day or a no track meal. Everything needs to be tracked. It holds you accountable. It does me. If you know you're going to have to write down that pizza, or if you know you have to write down the hamburger that you had at Sonic or whatever, I don't know. But track everything. That's just kind of like number 1 that we talked about. You need to track it, and it really holds you accountable, and you can look at the end of the day, you can look at the end of the week, you can look at the end of the month and say, look back and say, wow, I had a lot of no track meals. That's why I haven't lost a lot. That type of thing. So if you hold yourself accountable and you're honest with it, you can look back and see if you've made mistakes. Or maybe you're doing great and you have a no track meal now and then and it doesn't affect you. That's great. I'm past that time. My age and my meds make it so that I have to track everything and I have to keep up with everything. Your body may be maintaining. We're adaptive creatures, and our body likes to stay, happy and at one level. And it's kind of difficult because unless you're just really at this eating plan and at this exercise, your body's fighting you and it's trying to maintain its homeostasis and stay in the middle. So watch out for maintaining, unless you mean to maintain for a week or two and you're like okay with that. I'm okay with this. I'm going to take some time. I've got a party and a wedding and a funeral to go to or something, and you're going to be eating. But maintaining is not what most of us are wanting to do. Where most of us that I'm talking about are trying to lose weight on Weight Watchers. You may be a slow loser. That's like me. I mean, no matter how hard I try, no matter how many pieces of celery I've eaten instead of meat, it just didn't matter. I was going to lose slowly. I've exercised. I've been through the whole month of February and been very diligent trying to eat right. And it just isn't happening for me. I'm still only about a pound a week, give or take, And so, I know that's better than nothing, definitely. I would have 7 pounds on me that I didn't before, but it's taken me almost 8 weeks, and that's just a slow loss. When I try so hard and every day I'm, being careful with what I eat and my exercise and what I do, and for you only to see a pound a week, it's kind of difficult. Or another one is, do you take medications? We've talked about this if you've watched my other videos before. Do you take medications that might affect your weight loss? That can make you a slow loser, just like me. And so that may be another reason that my body fights me so much, is I'm on probably 4 or 5 different meds for different things. And hopefully once I lose enough weight, the blood pressure medicine can come off and the cholesterol medicine can come off. But that's really not what's causing me. I'm on an antidepressant and a mood stabilizer because I have bipolar too. So those are the ones that are getting me. And I can't get off of those, so I'm going to have to learn to live with this. I've got 2 new things. Those were the 8. Those were our 8 reasons why you may not be losing on Weight Watchers. I've also got 2 new products I wanted to show you that I have not tried until this week. This is called Holy Guacamole. It's organic little packages of guacamole. And there are 4 to a package. And you know what? I was going to get the points on these before. I've only had 1. And I looked it up and forgot. But the points were within enough so that I didn't have to worry. I went ahead and bought it. It might be... No, I'm not going to guess. I don't want you to accidentally think that I was being, telling you the gospel truth there. But they're very good. They taste like good guacamole. And I dipped celery in mine and carrots. And it was wonderful. Or you could take your pop chips if you've ordered the pop chips off of Amazon or from your local store, you could take your pop chips and dip in there, and that would be very good. This is my favorite find. It's called Spicy Garlic Almond Dip. See the color of it? I've eaten quite a bit out of it, about half. But it definitely is good with celery. That's my favorite because I like the crunchy celery and there's no points and really not many calories at all. But this is it's got the consistency a little bit. It's kind of like if you eat hummus, it's like a little bit thinner than hummus, and it looks like hummus. Actually, it does, because it's almond, but it's spice. It's got a spice to it, and it does taste really garlicky. So it's very satisfying. It doesn't have the sweetness of a lot of food. So if you want something that's spicy, garlicky, and doesn't have any sugary sweetness, this is good. So if you want a salty snack, get you some veggies, or like, again, you could use pop chips, but I like it with veggies best. But this, I know, is a couple tablespoons is 4 points. And it may sound high, but I've been getting tired of the same old foods. I've been on this for 2 months now, and I'm getting tired of eating the same things. So that's why I tried these two. They may be a little higher in points for snacks than I would normally choose, which, normally I like to eat a yogurt or a Built Bar or something like that for a snack. But these are great, and I'm glad I bought them, and I'll probably buy them again. And another thing that gets me through is our old staple of the, what's it called, Premier Protein drinks. When you mix espresso and ice and Premier Protein, these really get me through the day, because I can sip on one and it'll last half a day. So I'm getting some caffeine from my espresso and some sweetness from the Premier Protein caramel. That's just the standby that I think a lot of us Weight Watchers use. So I hope this has helped you today. Please think about tracking and maybe the balance between your 0-point foods. They're not free foods. I call them free foods, but they're not. They've got calories. So keep up with that and your daily points, and try to mesh them so that they fit together. And maybe don't eat all of your points in a day. Maybe if you're not losing, try not to eat all the points. Maybe you're eating too many of the 0-point foods. That's kind of my biggest takeaway from this, because I think that's where I'm messing up a little bit. So I hope that you got something from this. I know I did making it, and I hope to see you soon. And subscribe, please. I'll be coming out with a new video in about 3 or 4 days, and I'll be talking about products, and I'll be doing another grocery haul, just everything. So subscribe so you don't miss, and I will see you soon. Love y'all. Bye.